Still I'm feeling. So we had discussed from the beginning of the 10th chapter, and now we will go ahead with the chapter number 10 ahead further. So let me share the screen. Just a minute. Yeah, here we are. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So we began last time with chapter 10, and we saw the chapter 10 was divided into 3 parts. Krishna as the source of everything, and then the essence of Gita, and then everywhere how we can perceive the presence of Krishna. So we had seen the first part, and we'll just go to the second part. So you already done revision, so I'm not going to go into it. We had discussed this at the great length. You might recollect about how Krishna is supreme, as he is claiming in the 10th chapter directly. Discuss about Govardhan Leela with Indra. We discussed about this Brahma Vimohan Leela, about Brahmaji, and then how that Krishna's claim was actually true. And therefore, when we say Krishna is supreme, it is not to put other demigods down, but actually just to tell what is a reality. So Krishna recommends such things like truth. So Krishna says that he is the origin of all good qualities and personalities. Like, for example, Einstein, the intelligence of Einstein, the knowledge of great personalities, our good qualities like truthfulness, forgiveness, control of the senses, control of the mind. So all these things are also coming from Krishna only. Okay. Yeah. Even all these non-violence, equanimity, satisfaction, fame, infamy, charity, all these various qualities of living beings are created by Krishna himself. He is the source of everything. And Krishna is the source of these sages and everyone also. And the Manus, the progenitors of mankind, they are also born from Krishna only. And even Brahma, Chandra, Shiva, everyone. Krishna is the origin of qualities by which one seeks to understand the truth and is the source of sages. No one can understand Krishna by conventional means. One can understand Krishna by his blessings only. And if we appreciate such position of the Supreme Lord Krishna, then by his power, then by his inspiration, we can actually surrender unto him. Etam vibhutim yogam cha mama yo vetti tattvata so vikalpena yogena yujjate natta samshayah. So in this word Krishna is telling, so avikalpena yogena. Vikalpa matlab options. Avikalpa means concentrated, like exclusive. So one can exclusively begin to meditate on the Supreme Lord and surrender unto Him, become His devotee when one clearly knows his position, like that. Now in this part 2, which is called as C, which is called as E, the essence of Gita, in these 4 verses. So earlier also we had discussed that how Krishna gives the essence of the entire Gita in these 4 verses. Therefore, these 4 verses are known as Chatur Shloki Bhagavad Gita. Gita in 4 verses. Okay. So in 10.8, Krishna tells about his opulences and his true position. Okay. And the 10.9, he describes, see, once we understand position of Krishna in text 8, so then in text 9, Krishna says, how can you become my devotee and how can you worship me? How can you serve me? And in text 10 and 11, Krishna describes that what happens if you become my devotee? How do I reciprocate with you? How do I bless you? Okay. So 3 things. Who is Krishna? And, getting attracted to Krishna. Okay. That is 8th verse. 9th verse is, okay, once I'm attracted to Krishna, I want to become his devotee, I want to become his servant. So how do I worship him? How do I serve him? And then text 10 and 11, what will Krishna do for me when I become his devotee? How will he bless me? Okay, simple. Krishna, then process of devotional service, and then the benefits and gains from devotional service. Yeah. So here is the first of these 4 verses, the verse number 8. So I think it will be better if we go for our screen with the verses now. So let me share that with you. Yeah, here it is. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mattah sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvita. Krishna is telling, Aham sarvasya prabhavo, oh my dear Arjuna, everything in this world, everything in this existence comes from me only. I am the source of everything. Mattah sarvam pravartate. From me, everything emanates. इति मत्वा भजन्ते माम, जो ये समझ जाता है, one who understands this, बुधा भाव समन्विता, so he becomes my devotee. Bhajante maam buddha bhava samanvita, he becomes my devotee. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds, everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my loving devotional service and they worship me with all their hearts. Therefore it is very important to know the position of Krishna. So this will come in the further verses, and this will also come much more in 15th chapter. Okay. Now saying this, now the next question for Arjuna is, okay, how do I become your devotee? If I understand that you are so glorious and I want to become your devotee, how do I become it? What is the process of devotional service? So Krishna explains in the next verse number 9. Majchitta madagat prana bodhayanta parasparam kadayanta mam nityam tushyanti charamanti cha. Oh my dear Arjuna, my devotees, what is the nature of my devotees? Majchitta madagat prana. When they come together, first of all in their hearts, majchitta. In their hearts, they're always remembering me. Madagat prana, I am their life and soul. So the most important factor in their life is, me. Okay. Bodhayanta parasparam. When they meet each other, they naturally, spontaneously, even without being suggested or provoked, they just naturally discuss about me. Just like if 2 fans of Sachin Tendulkar, they meet each other, so what do? They discuss, hey, Sachin ne innings khela tha, ye kiya tha, wo kiya tha, right? If 2 guys who are all obsessed about money, when they come together, what do? Like they do na, the association of businessmen or association of so and so people, the club of so and so people. So when people share interest, they come together and they discuss about that thing, right? The women, they will gather together in kitty party and they will discuss about their things, right? Boys would discuss about girls together, girls would discuss about boys together, something like that. So when devotees meet each other, what do they discuss about? Bodhayantaha parasparam. They'll discuss about Krishna naturally. Kathayantascha mam nityam. They, not like one day or 2 days, you know, it's like always. Kathayantascha mam nityam. They do my katha, they do my glorification. And what do they experience? Tushyanti cha ramanti cha. They feel deeply satisfied. Tushyanti, ramanti, you know, and gladdened, enlightened. You know, right? Okay. Yeah. So these are the symptoms of devotees. And when devotees come together, they also chant this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Now the next question is, what happens finally with such devotees? How does Krishna reciprocate? They have expressed their love. How does Krishna express his love? Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. Krishna is telling, Tesham satata yuktana, to such devotees who are always engaged, satata yuktana, always engaged, bhajatam, with love, priti purvakam, with loving sentiments of their heart, they are engaged in my worship. What do I do with them? Dadami buddhi yogam tam, I give them the intelligence, the divine intelligence. For what? Yena ma upayanti te, to approach me. How can they attain me? How can they become successful in their spiritual life? I give them that intelligence. Dadami buddhi yogam. So I reciprocate. They take one step towards me, I take 1,000 steps towards them. At least I take 100 steps. So remember, in our spiritual progress, it is more work of Krishna than our own work. But Krishna is inspired to do his part in a big way when we do our part, even in very little way. And Krishna reciprocates. Okay. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. जैसे कभी कभी होता है ना कि भाई बच्चे में और माँ में बड़ा प्रेम है, तो पिताजी ने बच्चे को कुछ एक्सरसाइज दे दी या कुछ पनिशमेंट दे दिया, माँ उसको पीछे से थोड़ा मदद कर देती है ना, बैक डोर से बिकॉज दोनों में बड़ा प्रेम है. या फिर कभी कभी दो भाई बहनों में प्रेम है, तो माता पिता ने किसी को पनिशमेंट दिया लेकिन दूसरा उसको जाके हेल्प कर देता है, राइट? We used to have a professor in our college. So this guy, he had a lot of affection for the students. So actually he would help the students to pass the exams if they are facing problem, or anything like attendance issue in any other, like he would say, अरे किस प्रोफेसर के साथ कौन से डिपार्टमेंट में कोई इशू आ रहा है, बताओ मुझे, मैं जाके बात करता हूँ. So he would always help out. Okay. Like that. So Krishna is like that, because when a devotee expresses love for Krishna, bhakti, so Krishna also comes. See, we can love Krishna in our capacity, and when Krishna loves us, he loves us in his capacity. Sudama took little poha for Krishna. That was what he could take at best. That was his capacity, lovingly. Okay. And then Krishna wanted to love back Sudama, in exchange of that. Of course, it was not like an exchange like a business, but then like a reciprocation. So then Krishna did in his capacity. Sudama did in his capacity, and when Krishna gives, he gives in his own capacity. Oh my God! Krishna filled his heart with love, gave him so much respect and service, and gave him so much wealth and resources for his family. This is Krishna. Okay, and then Krishna says, not only this, what else do I do? Tesham evanukampartham aham ajnanajam tamaha nashayamyatma bhavasthu jnana deepena vasvata. What do I do? Tesham evanukampartham aham ajnanajam tamaha. To show them special mercy, I, dwelling in their hearts, destroy with the shining lamp of knowledge the darkness born of ignorance. So everybody in his own heart experiences ignorance and experiences lack of bliss, misery, right? So what does Krishna do? Krishna supplies knowledge and Krishna supplies bliss in their hearts. That's what Krishna does. So here is a very special purport, because this contains Varanasi's explanation. When Lord Chaitanya was in Banaras promulgating the chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, thousands of people were following him. Prakashananda Saraswati, a very influential and learned scholar in Banaras at that time, derided Lord Chaitanya for being a sentimentalist. Sometimes Mayavadi philosophers criticize the devotees because they think that most of the devotees are in the darkness of ignorance and are philosophically naive sentimentalists. Actually, that is not the fact. There are very, very learned scholars who have put forward the philosophy of devotion. But even if a devotee does not take advantage of their literatures or of his spiritual master, if he is sincere in his devotional service, he is held by Krishna himself within his heart. So, the sincere devotee engaged in Krishna consciousness cannot be without knowledge. The only qualification is that one carry out devotional service in full Krishna consciousness. So, yes, we have experienced this. We have seen this. Like, for example, some of the students, they're attending the courses, they're taking spiritual guidance and inspiration from their seniors. And sometimes they go home, they're alone at the home, and they need that support of the devotees, the association. They're not able to fetch or access that association. So even if they're alone, if they are sincere in their practice, then Paramatma from inside their heart, God who is sitting inside their heart, who lovingly inspires them, gives them that knowledge. You can probably do this. Gives them that idea, eureka, like that. Mattah smritir jnanam apohancha. So for Krishna, that's nothing. But Krishna needs to be inspired by our sincere practice, by our sincerely following the principles of the Shastras. And then he does his part. When we do our part, he is inspired to do his part from within the heart. So best is we are in the association of devotees. And if we are not, then if we are sincere in our practice, in our life, in our activities, in our decisions, in our priorities, then Krishna, sitting from inside our heart, sitting from within our heart, he plays his role. Okay. So this was the fourth part where Krishna says that I help out my devotees, I protect them. Now Krishna is explaining from verse number 12 onwards that what are his opulences, what is his position, how can we actually worship him, understanding his position fittingly. So let us read these verses. So let me go back to our PowerPoint. Yeah, so we saw these 8th, 9th verses. Yeah, see these devotees, right? They have great affection and friendship with each other. Why? Because they are they're having common center as Krishna and Acharyas. And anybody who's sincerely practicing Krishna consciousness, Krishna applies it.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
And now we are coming to the last part of our chapter 10. Sorry, this is chapter 10. By mistake, it is printed chapter 9. So these two verses are very famous verses from the Gita, 12th and 13th. Okay. So let me show you in here. Arjuna uvacha param brahma param dhama pavitram paramam bhavan purusham shashvatam divyam adidevam ajam vibhum ahustvam rishaya sarve devarashir naradastatha asito devalo vyasa swayam chaiva pravishime. what is Arjuna speaking here? You are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the ultimate abode, the purest, the absolute truth. You are the eternal, transcendental, original person, the unborn, the greatest. All the great sages such as Narada, Asita, Devala, and Vyasa confirm this truth about you, and now you yourself are declaring it to me. So here, Arjuna is actually confirming to Krishna his own conviction that yes, you are the Supreme Lord. The Shastras say so, the sages agree, even Narada agrees, Vyasdev, who's written the entire scriptures, he agrees. Okay, Asita and Devala, the great souls like them, they agree. And Krishna, you yourself are also declaring it to me. So there is no doubt on me. Like that, he's telling. Okay. Then in the next verse, okay, in the next verse, Arjuna says, Sarvametadritam manye yanmam vadasi keshava nahite bhagavan vyaktim vidurdevanadhanava. This is very nice verse. Oh Krishna, I totally accept as truth all that you have told me. Neither the demigods nor the demons can understand your personality. So these people may not be able to understand, but I totally accept as truth what you have told. You have told that you are the Supreme Lord. Aham sarvasya prabha mattasana pravadate. Hari bol, accepted. But then, what about others? That is the point. Arjuna says, what about others? So then Krishna starts explaining. See here, Arjuna says, please tell me in detail of your divine opulences by which you pervade all the three worlds. So in purport, Sri Prabhupada explains, in this verse, it appears that Arjuna is already satisfied with his understanding of the Supreme Lord, Krishna. By Krishna's grace, Arjuna has personal experience, intelligence and knowledge, and whatever else a person may have. And through all these agencies, he has understood Krishna to be the Supreme Personality of Godhead. For him, there is no doubt. Yet, he is asking Krishna to explain his all-pervading nature. Why? Because people in general and the impersonalists in particular concern themselves mainly with the all-pervading nature of the Supreme. So Arjuna is asking Krishna how he exists in his all-pervading aspect throughout his different energies. One should know that this is being asked by Arjuna on behalf of the common people. Okay. So then from here, text 17 onwards, okay, text 17 is again a question. Oh Krishna, how shall I constantly think of you? And how shall I know you? In what various forms are you to be remembered, O Supreme Personality of God? So again, in the 9th chapter, 34th verse, last verse of the 9th chapter, the previous chapter, Krishna had concluded, Manmana Bhavam, Manmana, Manmana Bhavam Bhakto, Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru. So when Krishna said to Arjuna that bhakti means you always remember me, you try to serve me, you try to please me, you serve my devotees, respect all the living entities. So Arjuna said, how will I remember you every time? So he's asking Krishna here, how can I always think of you? How shall I know you? Okay. Then he says, please describe in detail the mystic power of your opulences. I'm never satiated in hearing about you. For the more I hear, the more I want to taste the nectar of your words. Then from text number 20, Krishna begins the explanation. How Arjuna can always remember him. Now this is something wonderful actually. So now from here onwards, we'll be going quite fast, but you will see that it will be a very good experience because we'll just read the explanation or the introduction given by Krishna himself about himself. Okay. So let us do it. I think I should shift to the PPT just a minute. Yeah. So let us shift to the PPT. So we saw this. Yeah. So this is the description of Krishna's opulences described by, Krishna's opulences described by Krishna himself. Okay. So see this. Aham Atma Gudakesha Sarvabhuta Shayasthita Aham Adishya Madhyam Cha Bhutanam Anta Eva Cha. I think what we can do, like all of you can also read these translations as we are going ahead. So any one of you can read, like you read one or two, then you give chance to someone else write that. Okay. So may I call you maybe one by one? You know? So whom should we begin with? Okay. So Naman Prabhu, let us begin with you. Would like to read this? You can. You guys have to unmute yourself. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. अरे कहाँ गए? Yes, Naman Prabhu, read it. Go ahead. I don't know. Maybe we're unable to hear you. Okay. Kumat Pro, would you like to read?
Yes, Ruchi.
Yes.
I am the super soul, O Arjuna, seated in the hearts of all living entities. I am the beginning, the middle, and the end of all beings.
Yeah. So I'm not going to explain it most of the places. This is self-explanatory. This is 10.21. Yes. Who would like to read now? Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Of the Adityas, I am Vishnu. Of lights, I am the radiant sun. Of the Maruts, I am Marichi. And among the stars, I am the moon.
Yes. So this is like Adityas means all the demigods. So amongst all the devas, Krishna is Vishnu. Obviously, we know that. You know? And Krishna is not counted among the devas at all. Krishna is the supreme Lord. Okay. Yes. Okay. Now someone else. Raju, bro.
Yes, Guruji, Hare Krishna.
Unmute. Yes.
Of the Vedas, I am the Samved. Of the demigods, I am the Indra, the king of heaven. Of the senses, I am the mind. And in living beings, I am the living force, consciousness.
Yes. So see why Krishna gives all these explanations, that he's the best of all and he's the source of all. So whenever you come across, anything like that, you can remember Krishna. Like further it will come that I am the taste of water. So, we do need water, and whenever we come across that, we drink water, we can remember Krishna. And Krishna is the power in each medicine also. The potency of medicine, that is Krishna. So that comes from Krishna. So whenever I take medicine or anything equivalent to medicine, so actually it is in Ayurveda it is given that we should remember Dhanvantri. And we should chant some name of God like Krishna or Dhanvantri or anything. So I try to do that. And believe me, in last 27 years, 28 years or so, I have not taken a single medicine of any doctor. Only those natural Ayurvedic solution, some whatever like shahad le lo, ye kar lo, that types of. So never been admitted in hospital. So life has been pretty good actually in that way. Okay.
Is the most extraordinary divine golden mountain called Meru. Meru is shaped like an inverted cone, and it is the sporting place for the demigods. Around Meru are many supporting mountains called is the most extraordinary divine golden mountain called Meru. Meru is shaped like an inverted cone, and it is the sporting place.
So who would like to read now? Rana Jyoti Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu. Of all the Rudras, I am Lord Shiva. Of the Yakshas and Rakshasas, I am the Lord of Wealth, Kuvera. Of the Vasus, I am Fire, Agni. And of mountains, I am Meru.
Read one more.
Of priests, O Arjuna, know me to be the chief, Brihaspati. Of generals, I am Kartikeya. And of bodies of water, I am the ocean.
Yeah. So there are many bodies of water, but Krishna is ocean. Because you see, ocean is a source of waters in the rivers and everywhere else. Because ultimately the clouds pick up the water from oceans. And you see, ultimately everyone goes and mixes within the ocean. And ocean is the largest. Right? So in this way, one can see that best of everything and the source of everything and the destination of everything. That is Krishna. Gatir Bharta Prabhu Sakshi Nivasa Sharanam Prabhu. That is Krishna. Okay. Yeah. One more you can read, maybe.
Of the great sages, I am Bhrigu. Of vibrations, I am the transcendental Om. Of sacrifices, I am the chanting of the holy names, Japa. And of immovable things, I am the Himalayas.
Yeah. So see, amongst all the immovable things, which are the best and the most mighty ones? Himalayas. हमारे लिए तो there are so many immovable things, right? Somebody may come and park in front of you his car. Immovable only for us, unless he moves. Okay, somebody's ego, immovable. But Himalayas are the greatest immovable. So that is Krishna. And of course, everything else also comes from Krishna. Then, amongst all the spiritual processes, chanting of the holy name, Japa, is the highest, is the best. And that is a source of other spiritual connections as well. So that is P. Okay, now Shivashish. Would you like to read?
Of the great sages, I am, sorry, of all trees, I am the banyan tree, and of the sages among demigods, I am Narada. Of the Gandharvas and Chitrat, and among perfected beings, I am the sage Kapila.
Yeah. Read one more. Huh?
Sorry,
Yeah, read one more. Of the horses.
can't see.
Achha, you're not able to see. Okay.
Yeah, now. Of horses, know me to the
Uchchaishrava.
Uchchaisrava, produced during the churning of the ocean for nectar. O lordly elephants, I am Airavata, and among men I am the monarch.
Yeah, thank you. Yes. Now, Naman Pro would like to read. Probably you are reading, but we are not able to hear you. Okay. Maybe you have some mic issue, I believe. So I'll only read on your behalf. Yeah. Acha, acha, haan, you have problem with the mic. Of weapons, I am the thunderbolt. Among cows, I am Surabhi. Of causes for procreation, I am Kandharpa, the god of love. And of serpents, I am Vasuki. Of the many hooded Nagas, I am Ananta. And among the aquatics, I am demigod Varuna. Of the departed ancestors, I am Aryama. And among the dispensers of law, I am Yama. See, people want to become lawyer, judge, this and that. You know, the Supreme Lord is Yamraj. He's like the highest of the best of all and the source of all and the destination of all. That is Krishna. Among the Daitya demons, I am the devoted Prahlad. So that means the best con है Prahlad. Among suffers, I am kind. जो दूसरे लोग हमसे सीनारिटी कर लेते हैं ना, पावरफुल पर्सन, हम बड़ा पावरफुल आदमी है, बहुत बहुत चीज से पंगा. Time is more powerful. Among beasts, the lion. Jungle and among birds, I am Garuda. Of purifiers, sorry, I just I don't know what happened. It's got disconnected. So I'll have to again share. No? I don't know what's the situation. Or is it being shared? Screen sharing. Okay, who is the host? Himanshu Pro or Prajivan Pro?
Yeah, Pro, just making you co-host. Just 1 minute.
Okay, I don't know, maybe it's taking time. So, okay, now it came. So, of purifiers, I am the wind. You see, wind purifies everything. And of the wielders of weapons, I am Rama. Of fishes, I am the shark. And of flowing rivers, I am the Ganges. Of all the creations, I am the beginning and the end also, and also the middle of Arjuna. Actually, I don't know what's happening. This internet, something is happening. I should have changed my internet. Like, what is the thing? Hare Krishna. Okay, now it will not happen. I changed the internet connection. So, yes. So you see here, yeah, we were discussing. I am all devoting death, and I am the generating principle of all that is yet to be. Among women, I am fame, fortune, fine speech, memory, intelligence, steadfastness, and patience. And these are feminine qualities, amongst the qualities. So he's saying among women, I am this. And of all the hymns in the Sama Veda, I am the Brihat Sama. I really have no idea what's happening. I don't know why it's behaving like this. If it happens again, then maybe I'll connect with my mobile. And because there's just 10 minutes left, so bear with it. So I'll again share the screen. I am also the gambling of cheats, and of the splendid I am the splendor. I am victory, I am adventure, and I am the strength of the strong. So you see, yeah. So despite people, yes, share again. So despite people not wanting, the strength goes away from their bodies, right? At a particular age. So why does it happen? It's not in their control. It's coming from Krishna. Of all the descendants of Vrishni, I am Vasudeva, and of the Pandavas, I am Arjuna. Even the best of the Pandavas were Arjuna. Of the sages, I am Vyasa, and among great thinkers, I am Kushana. Among all the means of suppressing lawlessness, I am punishment. Actually, the best thing which works for inspiring people. Yeah, Hare Krishna. So I am, and I feel this should continue English. So will just finish off the chapter quickly, and I'll not be able to share my PPT. So just bear with me. Just, so Krishna says in 38, among all means of suppressing lawlessness, I am punishment, and of those who seek victory, I am morality. Of secret things, I am silence, and of the wise, I am wisdom. Furthermore, O Arjuna, I am the generating seed of all existence. There is no being. Actually, it looks like there is a lot of issue with the Geo network today. That's why all the different connection I tried were all Geo. So maybe we'll stop here. There are only 3 verses remaining. We'll start with it tomorrow, whenever we meet next. Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।